So I want to take you back to what we were just talking about for a second and show you how you can see through a lot of bullcrap in the media pretty quickly if you are open-minded. I am convinced that is the secret to life, is remaining open-minded. There are things that I know to be true, and things that I believe with everything in me. But if God came down or somebody came down and said, look, you got it all wrong, I die, I go to heaven, and God's like, yeah, you needed to be Hindu, I would be wildly surprised by that, but I would have to accept the truth if I'm standing there in the presence of God, okay? That's a ridiculous kind of thing, but you need to look at it. You need to look everything in life as, I'm doing the best I can. This is where my knowledge is right now. There is going to be new information that comes my way, and I have to be able to make the little adjustments based in fact so I can have a full understanding. The minute you harden, you become somebody who eventually is going to deny that the earth is round. Because, no, I've made my decision on this, and no facts come in that we can change my mind. So, but right now, you're being played. And it's weird because it's for clicks, it's for popularity, for fame, for fortune, but also because there are people with really bad intent as well. So let me give you two stories here, and they're saying exactly the same thing. Let me give you the headlines of these two stories. Bullet used to kill Charlie Kirk did not match rifle allegedly used to suspect Tyler Robinson. New court filing claims. Wow, wait a minute. What? Bullet used to kill Charlie Kirk did not match rifle allegedly used by suspect Tyler Robinson, according to new court filings. Well, that is a game changer, right? If I read that story, I'm like, wait a minute, it didn't match the rifle. But is that the story? Now let me give you the other headline. Charlie Kirk's accused assassin's lawyers question inconclusive link between bullet from autopsy and rifle found near the scene. Wait. Key word here is inconclusive. Not in the first story. They use this as fact. So let me just go through this here, because there's a trick to spotting media spin, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. And I want to take this case. Two outlets, same facts, same court filings. They're talking about the same court filing, the same evidence, and yet two completely different realities. One headline tells you evidence is inconclusive. The other one tells you it's a bombshell. Wait, there's your first test. Are they describing what is known, or are they trying to tell you how to feel about it? Because inconclusive means the science isn't settled. Bombshell means somebody wants your heart rate up. Second test. What's missing? One story reminds you that there's DNA on the trigger. There's DNA on the casing, the bullets. The other just talks about multiple DNA contributors and complex analysis. Both are true. One emphasizes connection. The other emphasizes confusion. You have to start thinking differently. And it took me a long time to learn this. That's not reporting. That is framing. And framing is so critical. We think of stories. We don't think, how is somebody trying to frame this on the first shot at me? Okay. The third test is watch how certainty is handled. Real reporting uses phrases like, according to court documents, investigators say, tests are ongoing. Spin takes all those guardrails away. It says, it did not match, raises serious doubt, changes the case, even when the underlying fact hasn't changed at all. So what is the story of this bullet not matching? The bullet was so smushed. When you're looking to match a rifle, what happens? You're looking for the rifling, the fingerprint that is unique to every rifle of how that bullet spins out of that rifle and the markings that it leaves on the shell as it's coming out, on the bullet itself as it's coming out. So why couldn't they match it? Well, it didn't match. No. The results were inconclusive. They couldn't see any markings. Not that they were different. They couldn't see. The bullet was too smushed to be able to find any markings. Well, isn't that entirely different than it doesn't match? Yes, entirely different. So this is the most important part of this. Ask yourself, when you read a story, what story are they trying to build in my mind? Is it, we don't know everything yet? Or is it, this proves something? You'll notice because I'm working really hard, and I don't know if it's going to make a difference to you or to anybody else, but it makes a difference to me. I am working really hard because the times are so serious. I'm working harder now than I ever have in my life, by far, because I've always tried to be careful, but the times are so serious right now. I want to make sure I am de-escalating as much as I can, that I'm not trying to get you to feel something. I'm trying to get you to learn how to spot truth, because feelings are what's getting us into trouble here. Truth is what will save us. Facts are what will save us. And so I try really hard, and I've said this all the way through with this war, because I honestly don't know how it's going to come out. Okay, I know how I hope it's going to come out. But it's really bothered me how many people are speaking from a place of absolute authority. I mean, unless you're with the president and you are getting a briefing with him every day, you have no idea what he's doing. You have no idea what he's reacting to. You have no idea. It's pure speculation. And you want to talk about unqualified to speculate, that would be me. And so I can tell you what I think is happening. I can tell you what I think it means. I can tell you what to watch for. I've been saying a lot lately, here's what you need to watch for. If it's going this way, you're going to see these things. If it's going that way, you're going to see these things. I just did this in the monologue about the war today and about Donald Trump's tweet that he put out. It was a crazy tweet, or was it? I don't know. Might have been born out of frustration, might have been born out of anger. I don't think it was, but that's my speculation. I can explain it another way, but that doesn't make it true. And this is the way we all need to be. When it comes to things that we don't, there's math and then there's opinion. And we live in a society where we tried to make math an opinion. It doesn't have to be right. You just tell us how you got there. That's an opinion. That's not mathematics. Don't strap me in a rocket that you've built if you think math is an opinion. We need more math and less opinion. Most modern media doesn't out and out lie to you. Some do, but they don't. They select, they emphasize, they arrange, they frame. It takes uncertainty and points it in a certain direction because they think they know. And that's fine if they tell you, like I try to, I'm an opinion guy. I am not a journalist. And I'm a recovering alcoholic that somehow or another stumbled into this job and it worked somehow or another. And believe me, I understand it less than you do. But what I try to do is make sense of the world. But I'm doing my best to figure it out for myself. And then I'll share that with you. You should never take anything I say as gospel. You shouldn't take anything from any of us clowns that do this job on any side as gospel. We're here to tell you how we view it. And then you're supposed to take that and go, I think he's right maybe about this and this, but I could be wrong about that too. Once you understand the difference on what media is supposed to do and what they actually are doing, once you understand how they do it, you're going to stop being led by headlines. And you're going to start reading things like an investigator. Not what are they saying, but how are they saying it? Why are they saying it this way? That's the only way you will see spin.